There is no secret, only the perfect question. So, how can you increase your life by 10x? And it's really, I mean, there's so much mythology around The Secret and other stuff that it's just, they lose the practicality. Think back to Think and Grow Rich or Wallace D. Wattles' The Science of Getting Rich. There's a really interesting verse that I love. Ask and you shall receive. I would make one little tweak on that to update it to the modern vocabulary. Ask intelligently and you will receive. So when you're asking for something, think of specificity. Be super clear on the purpose and intent of your question. What are you really wanting to get out of that question? Because if you're vague and ethereal, it's kind of like navigating a boat without a map. You really don't have a true destination. Whereas if you have that GPS coordinates, the route to get there, what you want to avoid and what you want to gather along the way, things work much better. So clarity is power. What is it that you really want for yourself? What is it that you want for your customers or your family or your friends or your children? So if you can figure out what their needs are, what you want to fulfill for them, that can also really clarify your purpose. When do you want it? When do you want to achieve that goal? Is it tomorrow? Is it 10 years from now? Is it 30 years from now? And then maybe break those up into smaller and smaller goals. Because the more clarity we get, not only within the goal but in the destination, it's a win-win. Prime your day. Like when you wake up in the morning, every day, fill your mind with that vision. There's many meditations out there. Happy to lead you through one if that's something you're interested in. But priming your day, what's your vision? Make it finite in detail of every aspect, your perfect day, your perfect outcomes, and then really spend some time building up the energy within you and focusing on that every single morning. Because the more you do that, the more real it becomes, and the more real, the more faith that it will become a reality. See, our brains are constantly processing in the background, and there's so many opportunities that we miss every single day because we're not primed for it. Because our brains are designed to filter out all the noise, and there's a lot of noise between our cell phones and TV and news and all the distractions of life. But if we prime our brains and say, this is what I really want to achieve, then the mind goes, ooh, I just heard something over there. I bet that will help me. And then you can go get it. So we need to program our minds, fill it with all that wonderful positive stuff, all that skills that we need on our journey, rather than all that fluff that's all that it really is distracting us and worse, bringing us down with all the negativity, especially as of late. When you're asking also, ask those who can say yes. So often we ask a question of somebody and they don't know or they are unable to help. So when we're trying to find somebody to say yes to, let's say you have a business and you need $100,000 to start your business. If you're asking somebody who only has $10,000 in their bank account, well, clearly they're not going to be able to give you that money. So find the resources that can say yes, be it from a skill perspective or a mentorship perspective or a monetary perspective. And then always lead with the value. If you have value to offer, a return will always come back to you, because in the act of generating positivity, positivity will come back. So if you're running a business, add value to your customer. What does your customer need? Fulfill that person's problem, give them a solution, and then you have a customer for life with friends and family. If they have a problem and we solve it for them, they're grateful. So always lead with that value. And then consistency. Ask in different ways, ask in different people, ask in different forms. Fill the breadth of what we can accomplish by finding all the different avenues. Sometimes a straight line isn't possible, so you have to go over the wall, under the wall, around the wall, destroy the wall, go through the wall by, boring a tunnel. I mean, there's all the different ways that we have to think differently, especially with all the COVID stuff. It has opened up many opportunities and also closed many opportunities. So those who can think imaginatively, reinvent the ways of doing business and the ways of providing the products and services and value, it's still possible to grow. And one of the most important ones is grace. Knowing that life is not just about you, giving thanks, having faith, being grateful, being a servant. Because I think we're all here for something bigger, whether you believe in a higher power, or you believe in the universal energy, or you just believe we're here on a planet randomly. We're all in it together, right? We're a pretty small planet, close-knit people, and I think we can become more close-knit, healthier, working together to achieve common goals. I mean, look back to our space program originally, right? JFK stood up on the stage and saying, "We're going to the moon," and everybody went, "Wait, what? You wanted this in 10 years?" But we did it. We came together as a people, and we figured it out. And, thinking about technology is so much farther along than it's been, back when we tried to do a space program. Our cell phones are more powerful than what we had in the entire space program originally. So, we have the opportunity and utilize it. That's where the being grateful and having faith and being a servant. What can we do for society to make it even better? I hope you enjoyed this today. If you like my notes, I got a bunch of notes from today's class. And if you'd like to have those notes, be happy to send them to you. Or if you'd like to dive a little bit deeper on how I do business and life and stuff like that, feel free to reach out to me in a message. Love you guys. See you tomorrow.